coffee house chats to hard to swallow conversations.
Join our journey as we document our everyday thoughts on personal growth, career,
Finances, family, and everything in between.
Hey, this is Reynard.
And this is Nika. And welcome to our perspectives.
Hey guys!
Hey, welcome to another episode of
Perspectives.
Alright. We skipped a week.
Yeah, we did. And now we're just I'm in my PJs and Reynard's
This is
in.
technically.
This is, technically he's sleeping where already.
It's like super hot. That's,
It is. You're sweating really
sweating.
hard.
Yeah,
Here's a tissue.
thank you. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So, what are we talking about today? Let's just jump right in.
Today we are going to talk about, we're actually going to answer the question,
Right.
true or false, rich people are just lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think there's a reason why people usually think, I'm actually one of the people who thought
Right.
of this before, that rich people are just lucky. Based on my own theory, the reason why people think that rich people are just lucky is because, usually rags to riches stories are actually just one in a million. You don't see a person who came from rags to riches in the middle of the street every day, right? So it's a story that amuses you because it happens to only a few number of people,
Right.
even just a percentage of the world's
Yeah.
population, right? So that makes us to think that they just got lucky. They
Yeah.
hit the probability, right? Yeah.
I think there's also that conversation of when you see someone who's successful or rich or wealthy, and you're like, oh, they're lucky. They grew up in this situation, or they were born in this situation.
Yeah, you didn't have the same struggles as
Yeah,
I
they
did,
were
kind
not,
of thing.
they didn't go through the same struggles. So then, naturally, a lot of people, including ourselves, think that it is luck, right?
Yeah.
But I guess the question is, what is luck?
Yeah.
Right.
So we actually did a quick Google search before this episode started. And according to Google, luck is a situation where it's just brought by chance.
Right.
A success brought by chance rather than through someone's own actions.
Right. So it's
Right.
random.
Yeah,
Right? There's
like-
a randomness then.
You.
Yeah.
Eeny,
So-
meeny, miny, moe.
Yeah, so there's a sense of randomness, there's a sense
Uh-huh.
of no control, it just happened, you happen to be at the right place, right time,
Yeah.
right? And I think that's generally the perception. If you think about the lottery, that is, although some people think there's skill into it, they have all
Oh, yeah,
these-
there's mathematics.
there's
Like-
math, but you
Yeah,
can't
there's
run away.
math.
It's really just
It's purely, yeah.
how that ball rolls
Uh-huh.
into the hole.
Yeah. But for us, actually, this, how we perceive luck is different. And this,
Over time.
Yeah, over time. And this is actually something that I learned from Reynard as well. So maybe, Reynard, you could share, what is luck for you?
Yeah. So I don't.
What do you
think
realize luck is already?
Yeah, I forgot where I learned this, but I probably just got it from some some guru or something
Okay.
from one of those courses I joined, but or from a book.
Uh-huh.
I don't really remember, but yeah, there was a time that I realized or learned more likely that luck is not just it's not random in the sense
It's
of
not chances.
it's not chance. It's what they say is luck is opportunity plus preparation.
Yeah.
Right. When I first learned that, I was like, whoa, it's
It made sense.
it made so much sense that, yeah, it is a combination of opportunity, which means something is presented in front of you, and then preparation, meaning you're ready to, make the most out of that thing right in front of you.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right. And I think I can actually bring a lot of examples. Like you mentioned, lottery.
Right.
There's actually, let's just say luck. Luck means fortunate, right? Or you're successful, right? So there are actually a lot of people, let's just say in a lottery, where they are fortunate that they won it. And then they were able to use, and let's just give a picture out here. They were able to use that money to build a business, and the business got bigger, and then they were able to pass that business from generations to generations. That is a very fortunate story.
Right.
But there are actually a lot of lottery winners who can say that winning the lottery was the worst thing that happened in their life. And they actually call it the lottery curse.
Right.
And there's a reason why they became unlucky in the end. Although they were presented the opportunity of winning the lottery and getting that much money, they weren't prepared on how to handle that much money and all the people that will probably be asking money from you or how you can spend that money. So they lack one variable in the formula of luck, which the preparation.
Right, that makes sense. Yeah, there are a lot of stories of people winning lottery and they don't know how to use the money, they don't know how to make the most out of it, so it just disappears as fast as it comes, right? So that is the preparation aspect. So I think that's the key thing, right? Like once you add the preparation and it no longer is just chance, because opportunity definitely, although there's some ways to create opportunity, which we'll talk about in a bit, preparation is 100% your kind of control.
Yeah.
Right? And if you don't have that, then you're not going to be lucky because you might be given opportunities, but you're not prepared.
Did you have like any experience before where you can say you lack that one variable in the formula of luck?
Well, if I think about it, so it's either, I don't have an opportunity and I was prepared, or there was an opportunity and I was not prepared. So, one example, I guess, if I really rake my brain, I had the opportunity, I think, to study abroad. I think
Oh, yeah.
Singapore, so yeah, I think I would say that's an opportunity because, like, it just happened. Although there are multiple factors in that, it was not just as randomly picked, but it was an opportunity presented. My mom applied for it and stuff like that. But ultimately, I was not prepared, not in a sense of like studies, but I think mentally, emotionally, to kind of like leave the Philippines
And just live in
yeah,
Singapore.
and live in Singapore. So right, so because it's in a situation like that, we don't really know what would have happened, right? Would have been better, I don't know, but if I were in Singapore, right, and if I were looking at it from the outside in, I would say, oh, Reynard got really lucky that he was chosen, that he took the leap, right, that he passed the board. I would be, if I saw myself go to Singapore, I would say that I was lucky, but I did not. I was not ready, right? I was not prepared for that opportunity, so I passed. And I have no regrets, right? So
No regrets,
I was
really?
lucky in other ways, I guess, coming to this point. But it still is. It was luck never realized, I guess. Right, for
I
me.
see. Wow.
So that's one for me. How about you?
Well, for me, I guess it's more of like a realization story. I thought my whole life I was just purely lucky. Like right now, I would say I'm actually in a position where I can find myself very fortunate, like fortunate than others.
Right.
So, like at start, like there are actually still a lot of times where I feel like I don't deserve it or I didn't work for it. I was just lucky.
Yeah.
Right? And this is actually how I learned about the formula of luck because I shared this feeling to you, right? And I feel like I just got this career position because of you, right? So just a quick like background. Reynard owns a marketing agency and it was the first company that I got into.
Right.
And from there, it opened up to a lot of business opportunities, networks, and career opportunities that has now brought me into this. So at start, it felt like it was just you bringing all the luck. I didn't really have to do anything, right? But then you explained to me, but it's because of me that I was able to handle the responsibilities of what the opportunity entailed.
Yes.
And that also blew my mind. Right.
Yeah. So
Like, I was hardworking enough. I was ready to
the sacrifices
make the
required.
sacrifices, have sleepless nights. Even
Still do that until now.
like, what time is it? It's 11:50. Yeah. So I was prepared to have that. I was prepared to do that, and I had the right skill set and work ethic to actually take on the challenges that opportunity brought.
Yes, that's true. So definitely, because you're like going through your sad phase.
Yeah, I think
But
people
then-
call it like the imposter syndrome.
Yeah,
right?
imposter
Yeah.
syndrome. I told you that because if you really think about it, you can give the same opportunity to two different people, and the outcomes could be wildly different.
Right. That's a
Give
good
the
way.
same, the same exact opportunity of this kind of work, but one person can succeed, one person will not, just because of the variable of preparation, right? So yeah, that's why like when people think that, and this is more, yours is different, yours is more internal, like someone who feels that they are lucky when they should realize they are doing a lot of hard work, right? So your internal kind of like struggle. And yeah, maybe some people out there are watching this and you're like, you're in a position of, you feel fortunate and stuff.
Yeah.
And you feel like you don't deserve it. That's really, that's super normal. Like many, even I've felt that in the past until now. No, actually, I don't do that anymore. But like,
Mentally strong.
yeah, but early on, it is a feeling that you cannot get out. Like you feel like, oh, is that, I'm just lucky. I'll lose it anytime.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the feelings that come with it, that you become so paranoid that you'll just lose everything at a moment's notice because it's just lucky, right? So tomorrow, just like the lottery winner, you feel like it's gonna go as fast as it came, and because of that thinking, it will, or you put yourself in a position that
You're vulnerable
you're
too.
vulnerable because you're so paranoid. You don't take the same risks because you think you're just lucky.
You just are not thinking straight anymore.
Yeah, you're not thinking straight anymore. So if you're in that position, you really gotta remind yourself that
Yeah.
you were prepared and you deserve whatever you have now. You worked for it.
Something to add as well. I also just realized now that one of the reasons why I feel like I got it easy in life is because I also hear a lot of stories where, you have to like bleed to death before you can reach the top. Which I felt like I wasn't. Well, why am I already here? I feel it's too easy. What's going on? Like, am I just lucky? So I think, so some people also kind of belittle the sacrifices that they're actually putting on the table.
Yeah.
That they feel like they're not bleeding to death.
Right, but yeah,
Right.
if you ask someone outside, they're like, yeah, dude, you work too much. But like to
Yeah.
yourself, you might be like, oh, it's not enough, or like, what am I doing, right? But yeah, I think that's really something to remind yourself, especially if you feel that imposter syndrome, that you are working hard, right?
Yeah. So
And-
to answer the question, do you
Sure.
think, rich people are just lucky?
Yeah, in our definition, luck equals opportunity preparation. So yeah, rich people are lucky, but it's not the lucky that Google defined, where it's like pure random chance. It is they were given opportunity,
And they were
and
prepared
they
to
were
take it.
prepared to take it. And this is like, and the other side, because we're talking more internal, there's the other side of like people who will be watching this and maybe aren't as fortunate, right? Or if you watch this and like, oh, you don't feel that luck has hit you yet, right? So the thought process is that opportunities will continue to present themselves, and you just have to control the preparation piece to the best of your ability.
Okay.
Like stay prepared, right?
So how do
Because
you-
because
go ahead.
there's many cases as well that, there's stories of like family businesses where it's like, when it gets to a second or third generation, it just
Already
starts dying,
fails,
right? Because sometimes the second, third generation, they're just not prepared, or they don't want to kind of like move forward, right? So the opportunity is there, right? So the opportunity is there, but they're not prepared enough to take it, or they don't even want to take it, right? So when people look at luck and be like, and wealth, right, and rich people, it's like, oh, they got it easy, or like it's easy. That's hard to think like that, because the act of retaining that wealth is hard, there is an act of, you need to prepare it. You need to kind of like strengthen yourself or whatever, to maintain that, right? And it's important to realize that, because the moment you do hit luck, right, that an opportunity is in front of you and you are prepared, you might think that, oh, I'm done. It's done. I've hit the goal. I'm lucky. I'm on this great path. But maintaining that, being luck is not a one-time thing. It's a continuous effort. Success, luck, wealth, these are all tied together. It's a continuous effort of maintaining over time. It's not like a one-off thing, just like the lottery winner, right? Because you got it doesn't mean you're gonna have it forever.
Yeah.
So you stay prepared.
I see. So how do you like stay prepared? Right.
Well, now I guess that depends on what you do and all these things. But I think continuing to, upskill yourself and like be ready right? And it depends on what you do. If you're working a corporate job, you have like some sort of position now. Usually in companies like that, you know what the path up is, right? So you have to be prepared. What is the next step in your job? Like maybe you want to become manager. You know what your manager's doing, what they might be doing well or doing not. So be prepared. Start learning the skills that would kind of like put you in that position, or like when that opportunity presents itself for you to become the new manager, then you have the skills or you're ready, right?
You're ready
so,
to become one.
Yeah, you should always be prepared, because some people are like they wait until the opportunity is there,
And then
and
they prepare.
and then they prepare. And sometimes it's too long, it's too late, and
It's
now when it doesn't happen, you don't get the promotion. You're like, I'm just not lucky today. It's not my time. But really, you're just not prepared enough.
Yeah.
Right?
So basically, you just have to, number one, I think the first step is to also identify where you want to get lucky at, or
right.
like what your goal is, right? So like what you mentioned, if you want to become manager, it's important for you to know if you are what skill sets do you still have to learn, or what do you want to become, and then you can start your step 2, which is the preparation, learning the skill sets, probably
Maybe like there's certain certifications you need to
Yeah.
get, right? Like
so
physical
basically,
requirements.
investing
Yeah.
like time, money, or other resources into learning that skill set,
Right.
or being basically just knowing what that opportunities, challenges will need for
Yeah.
you to be able to be.
And sometimes it's not even these physical requirements. It could just be like habits, like maintaining good habits, not sleeping too late, and like or not
Waking up early.
waking up early. I mean, it
yeah.
depends. We don't even wake up early. So like it depends, right? But there's certain good habits depending on what you do is gonna be healthy, like staying away from whatever, like drinking and stuff. Again, it depends on where you're at, but like I know that if you're watching this, you know what are good habits for you and where you're at in life and what bad habits are. Being prepared means, trying your best to maintain those good habits so that when opportunity comes knocking, you're ready to take it. Right.
And then the second part of the formula of luck and opportunities, how do you put yourself in front of a good opportunity, or how do you keep them coming?
I would say that one is really, really a function of, that one is the more random of the two. It's a timing thing as well. Like if you think about, there are certain things you're like, if I was not there, this would have not happened, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? So like there are certain moments in your life for that. So really, this is the part of the equation where it's really random. But like there are ways to, increase your chances. Like it depends again what you do. For example, in the like freelancing or like business world, networking more usually is the way to increase your opportunity.
Basically, meeting more people,
right?
influential people.
More, trying to get into the right circles, right? Because the more people you know, the more likely opportunities will come knocking your door, right? So increasing that is good. Again, it depends, right, on what you do. But I think networking is a key place to really get yourself some good opportunities,
Yeah.
right? The more you know.
For sure. And one of the things that I actually think about is like, for example, if your goal is like looking for a partner, you can't find a partner if you're just stuck in your bedroom the whole
Yeah.
day, not talking to anyone, not even
Right.
online, right? Or not even trying a dating app.
Yeah.
So you have to also put yourself out there.
Right.
Like maybe go to a local bar if that's a good place for you to find people.
Or library.
Or
bar.
yeah, exactly.
Such a
Depends.
bar.
Hey, it depends on the type of person you'd like,
Yeah.
So like this is what I mean by you have to put yourself in front of the right people. But right is
It's
of course subjective, right? So some people
joking.
might enjoy
Yeah.
drinks,
No,
just-
no.
yeah, exactly. Yay.
Joking, it's a joke.
So or even the library, or if you're comfortable with like dating apps, why not, right?
Yeah, or
So
online. So whatever floats your boat that gets you. I think the getting in front of more people is the most
Yeah.
likely chance. Because like opportunity by design means something handed to you by chance, right? To a certain degree, and that something will not be handed by like this door. It's gonna be someone who's gonna give you that opportunity. So the people aspect is the key thing. So you gotta just meet more people. And if you're introverted, that could mean online, right? I guess also it's not like you have to be 100% in the opportunity, 100% in preparation. You know, like for me, I think I'm not the type to really meet people and stuff. So in the moments
Yeah.
I've been lucky, like when I would say I was lucky to land that very first job online, to be able to, that's a good story, I think, like to be able to have landed that my very first freelancing job, which opened up everything else. The opportunity was little. Like I don't have much network. I was just applying random jobs online. Actually, I tried applying for like months and I could not break through, right? Like I tried even applying for like English kind of like teaching online with like Koreans or Japanese people, and I failed. Like my English is
You failed?
yeah, I failed. I don't even know until now. I forgot what company was that, but like they failed me. I don't know why. Because maybe I was just too introverted. Like I was not really that engaging in teaching and stuff.
Did you have an interview?
Yeah. Like a mock teaching session. I was not prepared for that. So there's an opportunity I was not prepared.
maybe.
But with the job I was able to land as a VA, that first one, I would say I was uniquely prepared because in school and the organizations I joined, I was a sponsorship head, so I was able to write a lot of proposal, and I closed some deals, and I used that in my proposal to the job. I was like, hey, it was like a writing job, at least I thought it was. I was like, yeah, I've had experience writing proposals that have closed X amount. And then he was like, oh yeah, that's cool, so let's talk. So preparation comes in many forms, and in that specific scenario, I just happen to have been, prepared in a sense that I've written, because I put myself out there. Like, so I pushed hard on preparation. I did my best within the work I was already doing to excel and be the best, because those numbers were pretty good for someone writing proposals for sponsorship. And because my preparation was so good, and I was given the right opportunity that doesn't come by all the time for me, I was able to become lucky, right? So if you're the type, you're listening to this, like, I'm not, I don't really go out a lot and stuff. It's fine, then do your best to be prepared. Upskill, find new hobbies or skills or things you want to get into. And even if you have little of that opportunity, if you're very prepared, you can still, that formula will still work in your advantage.
Very great story.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode, and I hope you guys learned a lot of things and you also enjoyed our conversation.
In our perspective.
Yeah.
If you have a different one, feel free to leave a comment below. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
True or false? Maybe you say it's false because
Yeah.
you did say true. What do you think luck means? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you.
Peace.
Bye.